Good afternoon, party people. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Miami International Aeropuerto. We got the big departure going on. It looks like American 777 here ripping past Miami Tower. We've got some ATC online down here, folks. Miami Center is online. We've got some traffic down here in Miami. Simple Fighter, what is up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing good, brother. Welcome to another 747 day. This is Payware Miami scenery. I forget which company makes this one, but it's really good. Really enjoying this one. We beat the crap out of this this 747 over the last few days, and we got a few more days left. We're kind of more or less halfway done. Oh shoot, I didn't file again. We're kind of more or less halfway done with this series. I think we'll do a couple more flights of this and just kind of make our way across the country, keep working on that. Now we have I really hope we get a PDC from this and we don't have to call, because this guy looks pretty busy. Yeah, guys, so we've got the 747 once again. We've gone from LA to Houston, so kind of traversed the southwestern portion of the United States. You know, crossed over. I think we did cross over the Mexican border a little bit on that flight. Then crossed over the Gulf of America to from Houston to Miami here, and today we'll be traveling up the East Coast up to John F. Kennedy Airport. So should be a fun time today. Again, we talked about this last time a little bit. Pretty surprising, not that long of a flight, only 2 hours and 15 minutes of airtime. We've got cruising out to 39,000 feet, burning 42,000 pounds of gas, taking 71,000 pounds with us, and we're bringing 128,000 pounds of payload with us to John F. Kennedy Airport in New York City as well. So we're at the Western U cargo hangars where we parked last night, and we are ripping out of here once again. I was trying to find a different airline to do this with. This isn't necessarily a realistic route. You know, we'll call it a charter maybe that somebody wants to go for. That's not necessarily unrealistic, but at least in terms of flight radar, there wasn't anything that goes. There were no Atlas 747. There were no 747s that are going from Miami to JFK today in terms of flight radar. So kind of just made this up, and I have a Cathay route that I want to do later on. I think one of the last flights we do is going to be a Cathay route. So we'll get to this. Isn't necessarily an Atlas series, but it's kind of turned into that. So yeah, I guess that just kind of is what it is. And let's go ahead and mute the music once again here as we get started with the beautiful 747. We'll get the battery cooking as well. I like muting it just because of how good this sound pack is, this VATSIM sound pack, and we just really get to kind of enjoy it. Uh-oh, I'm lagging. Oh boy. What just happened? Okay. Okay, we're back. Alright, there we go. Kind of scared me there for a second, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we've got all the hydraulics and everything's set. Fuel pumps are set for now. We'll go nav lights on, and all those can stay where they are. Perfect. Let's see, is this brighten all the way? No, let's brighten these up a little bit. And let's take a look down here at some stuff. Let's see, it does not want us to do our route. Okay. We'll get the settings, we'll do weight and balance, and we will set this from OFP. Let's see if any of this is right. 128,000, 71,000 looks good. Are we going to be out of CG? No, we're not. I think the lighter this plane gets, the more in CG it is, which is great. So it knows our GPS position. Oh wait, it's probably because I haven't actually started aligning these yet. Nav, nav, nav. Maybe. We'll see. Hi, Dad's possible. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, at least we got a PDC. Simple Fighters, how was your day, Cap? It was a good day today. A lot of flying today. I mean, not any more flying than normal. We got stuck for 2 hours. Well, I'm sorry. A flight that we normally block in about 1.4, 1.5, we blocked 2 hours today because we waited on the ground in Dulles for 40 minutes for our ramp crew to come and get us. But other than that, you know, it was hey, it's more time and more money, so you know you can't really complain too much. But yeah, pretty cool day today, flying around the storms and stuff. So it was just a lot. Pretty tired today for sure, but overall really good day. So let's load this route. How was your day, Simple Fighter? What'd you get into today? Giant 301 heavy, Miami to JFK, and we'll go to the perfinite page next. We'll get GSX to start doing some boarding request. Boarding. Let's see. Let's do ABX, honestly. I guess, I don't know. I know ABX is a cargo company, but that's about it. As they get everything opening up for us here. Which aircraft are you flying? I'm flying the Caravan, Cessna 208. Let's also, while they're kind of getting started, let's take a look at some weather here in Miami. Miami ATIS departure radius is 33,675. 1336. Okay. 675.
Initial contact. You have information, Romeo.
32.2 is going to be center.
Miami International Airport departure information, Romeo 1953 Zulu. Wind 150 at 11 gust 22. Visibility 10. Ceiling 3,400 broken. 4,300 broken. Temperature 28. 2.19er. Altimeter 3014. Departing runways 8 left. 8 right. 9er. 12. Notices to air mission birds in vicinity of Miami International Airport. All aircraft read back all hold short instructions and assigned altitude. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Romeo.
Alright, we've got Romeo. I'm going to turn this guy down because that's not too loud. Oh, okay, never mind. We're good. He's not that loud. But it was quite boring. I'm sick. Yes, there's not much to do. Oh, man, sorry. That sucks being sick, but hope you're feeling better, brother. Hope you feel better. Let's see. Where's the squawk code? Destination route. Where's the squawk code? Departure destination route. Cleared. He didn't give us a squawk code? Oh, squawk 2272. There it is. Alright, 2272. Does it give us... He didn't give us an expect runway. We're down here at Western U. They're departing runway 9. We're going to expect runway 9. So let's go ahead and departure arrival. Runway 9. We're going to be on the Foles 3. Elira transition. And then we'll get the rest. Departure frequency, climb via the SID, expect 390. So let's see what does the SID say. Climb maintain 5,000 feet. I forget who was asking about let's see, runway 9092 on the heading. I forget who was asking about what, you know, how does it work when you have just center online for your kind of getting your takeoff clearance and stuff. So we're gonna see that today. Init ref route, all that good stuff. Zero fuel weight, 598.1. We know it's probably a bit heavy, but it's good. Cost index. Let's see. We can get these numbers. Cost index 187. Thrust limb. We'll take off 1, climb 1, take off. flaps, I'm sorry, we'll do flaps 10 for departure today. CG looks good, and 138, 144, 165 on the V2, 165, 265 is crazy high.
Miami Center, JetBlue 1365, holding short of 19er left, on the ground at Tampa, ready to go.
Alright, so 165 is set. Let's go ahead and set up that over here so we can see it over there. Looks good.
At Tampa, ready to taxi.
And while everything is happening here, looks like they shut everything up. Let's go ahead and flip the APU on.
Holding short, 19er left, 1365.
Thanks, I got an aircraft coming in I'm not talking to. Level 5796, runway 19er left taxi via Bravo with Charlie.
Fuel pumps on, heats
Bravo,
on,
Charlie,
window
19er
heats.
left, 5786.
I figured out the thrust reversers as well, so we're going to have that going into JFK.
Line up away, 1365.
Level 549, radar contact, comment change level 370. Level 549, comment change level 370, radar contact. Level 549, comment change level 370. American 131, contact Savannah Center 135.1, good day.
Sounds like good APU stuff. We got engine or APU gens available. Let's get the hydraulics on. Anti-ices can all go to auto. All those can stay where that. Packs can come on while we are sitting here. It's hot. It is hot here in Miami.
1976, runway 10, correction, runway 8 right, taxi via Mike.
8 right via Mike, 1976.
Okay, while we have, I don't know why, is it because...
November 27905, Juliet, sliding 070, runway 8 left, clear for takeoff.
070, clear for takeoff.
Let me see, does it want me to do this?
JetBlue 15, request push and start Miami Center.
Last call on your mic is very staticky. Try to fix that. Give me a call back.
Miami Center, Allegiant 998, 1000, sending Danks 1.
Allegiant 998, Miami Center.
Alright, so off runway 9er, we're going to expect 092 to intercept 111 to Jamba, then on 124 to Kabola, then 054 to cross Mark at or above 5,000 feet, so we should have Jamba.
3010, Allegiant.
Jamba, Kabola, Mark at or above 5,000, and then straight up the coast. And we will figure out the arrival once we get up to our cruising altitude and everything. So we'll go ahead and set that back. Now the map again. I don't know what's happening here.
I did. It was lots. Set to maintain 5,000. It's at 183010 on the meter. Allegiant 998.
What is happening here?
JetBlue 15, push and start Miami Center.
Let's see. That's kind of redoing itself.
JetBlue 15, Miami Center, push and start.
JetBlue 15, I can barely understand. Just try to fix your mic. Give me a call back.
See if it's like in there, like low key. No.
Aboard 3970, Miami Center, runway 8 right taxi via Mike. Give way to the United. Coming right to left on Mike.
We'll just wait and see if this works. If not, I don't know.
Clear for the ILS 9 approach, American 701 Heavy.
Yaw damper, lower and upper. I don't even know where the yaw damper's at in this thing.
Southwest at 3466, roof level 270.
There's a lower and an upper yaw damper? Like, that's crazy. Oh.
And by the raise 2 at 3010, Southwest 3466.
Interesting.
Allegiant 998, cross Whipstow at 2,600, clear the ILS runway 18 approach.
Cleared ILS 2600, cleared ILS 18.
You know, we're on APU power. We don't need to call for push.
Miami, good day. American 593 at
Let's just see if them getting us ready for pushback and departure maybe will whip something into shape here.
Request IFR clearance for Princess Juliana, San Martin.
Our boarding is definitely completed, so let's restart QTAL.
American 593 should have a PDC. Give me a call ready for text. JetBlue 1601, your radar contact level 360. Welcome aboard. American 893, lane march base north, Jacksonville Center is offline. For good change for you, we'll see you. American 893, frequency change to advisory approved, we'll see you.
See, when are we going to get switched to advisory? He's been on for a while too, so he's only going to be on for so much longer. A lot of stuff going on down south because of the Cancun event that's going on right now. JFK Tower is on. Or, I'm sorry. We have New York approach.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
JFK Tower is on. Cleveland Center's online. So if we get a couple more East Coast controllers, could be pretty sweet.
Advice 75, sorry.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
135.1, good day.
135.1, advice 1255, sorry.
Miami.
See, I really don't have to restart right now, but
Roger, standby 1, number 2795.
I don't know what to do here.
6000, turn right, heading 270.
Alright, that's a line mode. Is it wanted in? It wants it in a line?
6,270.
Is that what it wants?
Locking gear.
207, expect the Atlas 1 runway 1.
Well, that went away, and now we have this.
American 593 is ready for pushback and start up.
Calling for pushback and start, that'll be at your discretion. Call for taxi. JetBlue 1365, fly runway heading, runway 19 left.
We're gonna go.
Heading 19 left, clear for takeoff.
See, I'd really hate to do this and then.
96, runway 19 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 19 left, South 27.
Dang, bro, this is gonna push us all the way back there.
29, lead march base southeast, up for their ATC for good to change approved.
American 2329.
Skystream, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, brother?
Sorry,
You can't see what I'm doing. I couldn't move my thing. Oh, there we go. Now I can move it. Okay, we're looking at the green dot right there. I'm just trying to put it on this line. Love those shipping containers. That's pretty sweet. Flying to Midway, then to do another 747 operation at Fort Lauderdale. Nice, man. That's awesome.
American 868, contact Havana Center on 124.55.
Let me see, is that, yeah, it's safe.
Exiting from editing mode.
Release parking brakes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm not going to lie. What do you find tomorrow, Skystream? This is unfortunately going to be the last stream of the week, man.
Push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Oh, man, I'm really hoping these end up aligning. If not, we're going to have to restart.
3466, expect the ILS from the 19 right.
Now that we're moving, it's definitely not going to help either.
Expect ILS 19 right,
Oh, wait, it's right here. Why is it over here but not over the primary FMC? I don't know. Oh, shoot.
Runway 18, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 18, Allegiant 998.
Okay, we'll see what happens here.
Miami Center, fixture at 513 on the
Oh.
ground at Naples, looking to pick up our IFR to Washington Ray.
Alright, let's start 3 and 4 while we're pushing back here. Oh, and maybe get our beacon on too, that'd be cool.
Roger, clearance on request, standby. JetBlue 1365, radar contact, climb maintain level 350, stay altitude.
Climb maintain flight level 350 at 3,000, 1365.
JetBlue 1365, thanks, clear direct to Davy.
Clear direct Dandy, 1365.
Negative, clear direct to Davy.
Clear direct Davy for 1365, sorry about that.
Level 5796, sliding 230, runway 19 left, just take off.
They will take a 1 and a left, by heading 230, South 27.
Alright, I always go inside at this point, but the engine starts are probably not actually done yet. Alright.
Runway 9 to the land, American 701 Heavy.
Very nice.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
We got a good engine start. Get out of here.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
8 right, clear for takeoff.
RNF stall, 8 right, clear for takeoff, 3970.
American 593, request push bump and start up for runway 08 right.
Lufthansa 6 Whiskey, contact Havana Center on 135.1, good day.
Alright, let's see. We're gonna try this again. Try to just restart it. Let me see if I can get that going. I don't know, man. This sucks.
Miami Center, Delta 9113 requesting IFR clearance Detroit.
We'll see.
On the way.
What's the next 747 flight that I'm doing? The next one is gonna be JFK, probably to Chicago.
Disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
American 593 is ready for pushback and start up runway 08 right.
I think, just for the sake of touching somewhere in the central region. And then probably gonna go up to, I want to get up to Anchorage at some point. Let me see.
Pushback on my description and call you back for taxi. Thank you. American 593.
79796, right of contact for altitude.
That's 2,400.
79796, thanks. Hamilton, cover 34.
Alright.
Hamilton 340, and clear at end of
Oh, we're definitely gonna have some options after that.
Is that 513 clearance available? Advisory to copy.
Be ready to copy 6550.
With that 513 clear to DCA, the elevator vector is Orlando VOR, then it's...
Hey, we got it working. Just, I mean, that is, talk about perfect freaking timing. Okay, engine bleeds are all on. We could turn the APU off. APU bleeds are shut off. The fuels are fine, I think, for where they're at. We'll go ahead and set flaps to 10. Auto brake RTO. Let's see. Whoa, was that a big shadow? What was that? Get taxi lights on. APU's coming off. We're going to go ahead and check the flight controls. Full up. Full down. Full right. Full left and full right rudder. Full. Ooh, I'm sliding in my chair. Full left rudder. Let's go through the checklist real quick. Passenger signs are on now. MCP is set. V2's 165. Headings 092 initially. 5,000 feet in the altitude. CD pre-flight's complete. Trim? Good question. 7.3 on the trim. 7.3. There you go. That's set. And taxi takeoff briefing is complete. For taxi checklist, anti-ice is off. Recall, we're just going to get rid of that. I don't know what the fuel tank engine thing is supposed to do. So we're good there. Flight controls are checked. Ground equipment is clear. APU is off before takeoff checklist is complete as well. So we can go ahead and get that off of there. Let's go ahead and release the parking brakes.
64 Echo, Miami Center, hello, Spark 6716.
Welcome 67.
We're expecting Sierra 1 to runway 9. Miami Center, hello, Giant 301, Heavy Western U, spot 73 in Miami, ready for taxi.
Giant 301, Heavy, Miami Center, good afternoon, runway 9 or taxi via Sierra.
Sierra to 9, Giant 301 Heavy. Alright, so it's just an easy right turn, and we'll take Sierra 1. I think we will have a good view of this American 330 coming in on runway 9.
American 2786, Miami Center, radar contact lost.
This thing is tough to get freaking turning, I tell you what. It's almost like it weighs 600,000 pounds. There's American 330 out there. Very cool. I do wish American still flew the 330.
Good afternoon. United 2219, just overhead in the D is flight level 380.
United 2219, Miami Center, good afternoon, radar contact lost.
Miami Center, United 2219. What runway should we be expecting for arrival in Miami?
2219, you can descend via the Vice 2, arrival expecting ILS runway 9 or the Miami altimeter 3014.
Descend via the Vice 2 arrival, expect ILS 09.
This is actually really easy to get out here, I'm not going to lie. I thought we were going to have to wait in the ramp there forever, and we found a spot and got an easy taxi.
Stand by on that. Station 998, welcome to St. Pete. You can taxi to the ramp via Alpha. Have a good night.
To the ramp via Alpha, Allegiant 998, good day.
W1601, descend via the CUDA 3 arrival. Lauderdale landing east of Lauderdale altimeter 3014. W1601, Miami Center.
Jeez, my chair keeps sliding, bro.
W1601, send you the CUDA 3 arrival. Lauderdale landing east, Lauderdale altimeter 3014.
Looking good, American 330. Oh my gosh, looking good, wow. Ooh, looks like a slammer there. Simple Fighter, did I miss anything from the last stream other than an absolute slammer onto this very runway in Miami? No, you missed nothing. Landing and moving right now, what do you think I'm going to get? Skystream, I think I'm going to get a negative 150. Negative 150. What are you flying in?
Follow the charts, descend via the arrival. American 701 Heavy, exit left enable, taxi via Tango Yankee, hold short runway 12.
Tango Yankee, hold short 12.
We should be next here.
Heavy.
Miami. Giant 301 Heavy, RNAV Jumbo, runway 9, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Jumbo, runway 9, clear for takeoff, Giant 301 Heavy. Alright, all of our lights are coming on. 737-700 Skystream says, yeah, you got it, dude. Negative 150, bro, grease that thing. Another slammer? I thought the one in LA was enough. Simple Fighter, you have no idea, bro. We've slammed every landing in these last few. We are cleared for takeoff. Let's get some togas in the chat here, boys. We'll arm LNAV and VNAV, and then we're going to take heading mode.
Center 135.1, get it.
135.1, thank you, bye-bye.
Air Mexico 156, contact Havana Center 135.1, get it.
135.1.
Alright, here we go. Togas in the chat. Let's get it.
American
On to
593 is ready for taxi.
JetBlue 15 holding 10.
80 knots.
15 RNF Marley, runway 10 left, clear for takeoff.
JetBlue 15 Arnold Marley, clear for takeoff, runway 10 left.
American 593, runway 8 right, taxi via Mike.
And rotate.
Taxi via Mike, runway 08 right,
Positive
American
breakers coming up.
593.
American 701 Heavy, take off.
Oh, we can go anywhere here at the Gulf Gate.
Absolutely rocketing out of
701
here.
Heavy, roger. Taxi Tango Uniform, Papa, cross runway 12 at Uniform.
Tango Uniform Papa will cross to Uniform.
Alright, you got LNAV and VNAV armed. Let's go flaps 5 right now.
Sector at 513 at Naples at a GA parking lot.
And flaps 1 coming.
It's at 513.
No, it's not the salty 747 Skystream. This is the working title 747 that is just amazing.
Right, I've pulled up there. It's at 513, runway 23, taxi via Alpha.
Flaps up.
23 via Alpha, section 513.
Miami Control, JetBlue, 1, good afternoon.
Beautiful payware, Miami.
01 Miami Center, roger. Are you descending on the arrival already?
Indeed, I was, yeah.
JetBlue 1601, descend via the CUDA 3 arrival, Miami Christian Lauderdale, landing east of Lauderdale altimeter 3014.
Doing the flight director one, this is one of the things that I don't like about this, the flight director. You see how it had us at like 25 degrees of pitch. You don't want to ever do that. Like, you don't have to chase it the whole time. Like, it wants us to pitch up so high. You just want to get it to a point where your speed is trending in the right direction, and then follow it. All right, we got to level off here.
9113, push and start, your discretion, call for tech. Giant 301, radar contact, limiting level 390, stay out.
Let's level 390, and we're level at 5,000, Giant 301 Heavy.
Level 3466.
All right, so we're going up to flight level 390. We are cleared up all the way to that. Engines are spooling up.
66, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend 3000, 3466.
Well, Livery Steven, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. This is the Atlas Air Livery. Yes, Simple Fighter Miami is looking awesome. Let's just get the autopilot on so we can...
207, for about turn left turn 130, intercept the 10 left localized.
Left turn 130, intercept the localized, bomb list 207.
Double 15, radar contact, altitude.
Triple 15, crossing flight level 020.
I don't think I've said that so many times. I don't think I've said it that many times, like, in a series of streams ever. This thing looks so good. What? Steven, what do you mean, bro? Skystream said, not flown 747 in a while. I'm so excited. Dude, this thing's a beast. This thing is a beast. What would you rather, what library would you rather see, Steven?
Yeah, maintain 3000.
That's a good looking library, bro.
Cleared ILS.
Alright, got the 10,000 landing lights coming off.
Jet 513.
And we've just got some jump seaters that are going back to JFK, so we'll go seatbelt signs off.
Turn right, heading 100, make
Through 10,000, nose coming down, accelerate for a climb speed. No, I don't know. He said I don't know. Skystream, no. Once again, this is not the... This is not the Salty. This is just the base working title 747 because they improved it so much and it's so good now. Steven said I play the game. All right. It's not a beast. It's a queen. She's a beast. She is a beast.
Level 3466, turn right, heading 210, intercept the 10.
What one are you using? Basic working title, the one that comes with the... the one that comes with the premium deluxe version or whatever it is.
Sorry about that, the 160 on the heading, intercept the 1 on the right localizer.
Hey, 160 is intercept the 1 on the right localizer, Southwest 3466.
3466 with 4 miles from Fatty, maintain 3000.
This thing is so sick, dude.
3000
is still established.
Alright, we'll get our music back on here. Should be smooth sailing from here on out. Until we get to landing in JFK, of course.
Delta 9113, ready for taxi.
I gotta get some wing views going. I'm gonna do a little night flight or something. Have you already tried the CRJ V2 Superfighter? No, I do not have them. None of the CRJs. I really want them though. The base model 747 is for 2020 40th anniversary. I guess so. I don't know when it came out. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever it was just it's the stock 747 that comes with the game, and then they updated all the avionics and everything whenever they updated like the 787 avionics and everything too. So let's shut this down a little bit. Are you in Microsoft Flight Simulator? Yes, sir, Steven. We are in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, 318,000 standard altimeter setting.
6 November Echo, contact Havana Center on 135.
JetBlue off our left side at 9,000 feet.
Airbus 9070, contact Savannah Center on 13511.
I guess we're through 19,000. That's crazy, geez.
American 593 is ready for takeoff from 08 right.
Do you react to the clips to Discord later like the LAX stream? Yeah, I'd love to. We don't have too many clips though, Simple Fighter. We only have a couple.
American 593 RNAV, Jumbo runway 8 right for takeoff.
Steve said I just started playing nice, man. Well, you're making a good decision.
Clear for takeoff
I hope you're
runway
ready to
08
spend a lot of
right,
money on
American
Microsoft
593.
Flight Simulator because it's addicting. Dan, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Are you using the Asobo work title 747? Yes, that is correct. Salty has an EFB mod for that now, which is really cool. Ooh, do they really, Dan? I did not know that. Does the Salty still work? Like, are the Salty avionics as good as the working title one? Because I heard that the Salty, like, I stopped using the Salty because they said it doesn't work. I saw that I don't know, maybe it's just rumor, but I thought that the Salty, jeez, I can't talk right now. I thought the Salty didn't work after they came out with all the updates and everything. Maybe I'm wrong though, but let me know about that. Ice Viper, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. So I just did JFK to Miami and Atlas 747 this morning on VATSIM. Thanks for getting the return link for me. Hey, man, look, you left the plane for him. You know, a little crew swap down in Miami, dude. Enjoy the layover in Miami, brother. Skystream said I need a EFB mod. Apparently it's in the Salty. Simple Fighter said, yeah, I gave my best to send more clips to react to. Okay, sounds good. Steven has a 777, the PFDG 777. If you have that, then that's all you need, brother. That's a phenomenal plane. They made it for the working title one, Dan says. Okay. Salty did stop working, so they released an EFB upgrade for the working title one. Oh. So wait, do I have to update? Am I like missing an update on the working title one, is what you're saying, Dan?
American 2786, Miami Center.
2786, go on.
American 2786, descend to via the Bone Fish to arrival. The Miami altimeter 3014, landing gear.
Sending via the Bonefish to altimeter 3014, and your landing speed.
And the 380? Yeah, dude, you gotta have the 380. It's free. You know, you gotta have it. I think you can just download the Salty mod whenever. Well, I have the Salty mod. Alright, wait, we gotta get to the bottom of this.
And Miami, sorry, Copa 394.
Salty EFB has released.
394, roger, pushing, started for discussion, call for taxi, make 19 right.
We'll call for taxi 19 right, Copa 394.
Oh, okay, wait, so this one said...
Copa 394, squawk 23.
So this one guy said, didn't even realize it was still a thing. I thought the stock version was now considered the best. Then the next guy commented on that and said, according to Discord, they've updated, or they've adopted to AAU2 fully, which was the update that the stock 747 and 787s got really good. So all the systems, all the good systems of the default should be included now. Yeah, it's basically the stock version plus an EFB. Oh, okay, all right.
Mexico 36 Whiskey, Miami Center.
Okay. All right, maybe I'll have to give a look at it then, Dan.
Coming up, Mexico.
Steven says I don't have it since I'm playing a newer version. The 380? You just said you have the 380.
Descent, maintain flight level 400.
Dang, descend and maintain flight level 400. Where was that guy at, bro? Now, my only thing too is I love this texture pack and sound pack, so I got to make sure that comes along to the Salty mod. As well, because if it doesn't, it's probably not worth it. I've been making do without an EFB just fine. How is the EFB? Is it good?
3466, welcome to Tampa State Park.
You had to buy the A380, Steven?
Southwest 3466 going to the Charlie Pier.
Why did you buy the 380?
3466, right, turn on a Whiskey, Bravo, Bravo 1 for the ramp up today.
Whiskey Bravo Bravo 1 Quebec 3436.
Miami Center Delta 9113.
Has anybody used the 747 in Microsoft 2024 yet? I don't know if it's any good. Dan said I love the texture pack you're using. Dan, what is this texture pack called, dude? I don't remember.
Arnav Elbow 10 left.
Let me just Google
take off
real quick.
Delta 9113.
Why'd you buy the 380, Stephen? What happened there?
I'll be on 219, contact Savannah Center on 124.55 today.
Havana Center 24.55. Thank you, Avianca.
Was it more
219.
rudder? I think that wasn't it.
Whiskey radar contact 124.
I don't know.
American 36 Whiskey, contact Savannah Center now 135.1 today.
35.1 now, Mexico 10 6 Whiskey. Goodbye, thanks for cooperation.
No problem.
You're in 2024, Steven says.
Bomb 207 going around.
Steven, still, the fly-by-wire is a free update. You should not have had to buy it.
Roger, turn out left heading.
Dan said the EFP is nice. It brings Navigraph and SimBrief into the plane. Pretty nice photo edition. Ooh, that is pretty cool. That is pretty sweet.
On the 207, turn left heading 360.
Can you open all the doors and stuff?
That's 360 up to 3000, Bomb 207.
On the 207, you can set up for the Alice 10 left second up to Lauderdale.
Stand by 1 second for 207.
Golly, that guy was loud.
Request that to ILA Arnab 239.
I don't believe it adds that kind of functionality. Fair enough.
Did the Arnab 23 confirm? Affirmative. Thank you. Thank you. Delta 9113, radar contact, the altitude. 2000. Delta 9113, want to maintain telemetry 360. 360 for Delta 9113. Delta 9113, amend your final cruise, maintain telemetry 50, that'll be your final for now. That's 350 for now, Delta 9113.
Only Bomb 207, go ahead.
Number 207, you can plan for the Alice 10 left back and support Lauderdale, turn left heading 270.
That's 270, expect ILS 10
Bad
left.
turbulence in Midway, Skystream says. Fair enough. It says I have to buy it. The A380? Do you have... Steven, try to get the fly-by-wire A380. You should not... Or the fly-by-wire... Do you have the fly-by-wire 321? It should not... It should not make you buy anything.
Miami Center, Connie 65 Heavy, we close 370.
Yes. New flight route up or Chicago, and the weather to the south there was rough. Yeah. Northeast/central U.S. weather is pretty rough over the last few days. Heard a couple reports of severe turbulence over the last few days. It's rough out here. Not for the faint of heart, they say. Yeah, Steven, the fly-by-wire 380 should be in 2024. You should have no problem downloading that for free. Unless it's payware now and they didn't say it. I don't know. I don't think it is, though.
Last calling, say the call sign. Windbreaker 411.
1,000 to go, 38 for 39, less than that now, 500
Stand
to go.
Bomb
300 to go, sorry.
207, feels like the visual approach 10 left.
And we're approaching 39,000 feet.
Yeah, visual approach 10 left, Bomb 207.
Still freeware. Yeah, I figured. So I don't know, Steven, I don't know what... If you're buying a 380, you're getting scammed.
394, runway 19 right, taxi via with...
Is it asking you to pay for it via the fly-by-wire installer? Because if you're not... Also, if you're not sorry, I should say download, not buying. If you're not downloading it on the fly-by-wire installer, that is also probably... maybe not a scam, but...
And I'm hello, November 130,
Alfred, Google search here.
Shelter, taxi, we have call.
We're 108 Juliet Alpha.
Google says the fly-by-wire 380 is still free.
Maybe I want on that. On 207, runway 10 left, clear land, 130 at 14.
Well, 10 from 207.
Dan said, wait, are you saying you have to buy it for 2024? Because that's definitely true. You have to buy it? Wait, you have to buy the 380 for 2024?
Miami, good afternoon. November 254, Sierra Bravo with you on
Let's see this. 380.
Roger.
No, I put it in 2024 for free too.
Left taxi via Sierra Echo, cross runway 10 at Echo.
Sierra Echo, cross 10 Echo, on the left.
254 Sierra Bravo, you can follow.
There's no way you have to buy the 380 for 2024.
Runway 19 left taxi via Sierra Echo, cross 10 at Echo.
We gotta do some 380 ops again too, though. I was thinking maybe he meant that he was trying to buy Microsoft 2024. Oh no. No, the 380 is definitely freeware. There probably are payware 380s out there. Okay, I got you, Dan. I got you. There probably are payware A380s out there, but like I said, if you are buying a 380, it is not as good as the fly-by-wire A380. So you can buy it. That's fine. It's not against the rules. The fly-by-wire A380 is just a great airplane, which we need to fly again.
Direct you up now, please.
This song is...
Avoid 3970, contact Atlanta Center on 135.1.
Ooh, Atlanta Center? Does that mean... No, that's not. Atlanta Center is... I think it's true. Birdie not care.
The same maintain flight level 340 for direction of flight 1365.
I use cloud gaming. I don't know what that means. Is that the... I can't use it. Fly-by-wire 380 brings my computer to its knees. Motivate! What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Do you, Stephen, because you use cloud gaming, does that mean you have to pay for freeware products?
I maintain 3000 and reduce speed to 209. That's the 6 where I go.
1601, expect the ILS runway 10 left.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually done a full flight with the fly-by-wire 380 in Microsoft 2024 yet. So... that's got to be out there. Xbox app. Oh! Well, wait, actually, no, I thought that made sense, but wait, I don't know if it does anymore. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That's unfortunate. What the heck just happened to that guy? Guy just blew up. Oh, yes.
Miami Center, Roger. County 625, descend via the Frogs for arrival, Miami altimeter tree 0.
It says Atlanta Center is online now.
Descend via the Frogs for landing east.
Houston Center is online. Dan said maybe they have to put a charge to put it in the store. Maybe, I don't know.
And go up to 394, holding short of 19 right.
394, fly runway heading, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 19 right, clear for takeoff, cut for 394.
Alright, we're doing another early verse of the day. I kind of like doing this early when we got more ears in the stream. Oh, excuse me. Exodus 33:14, the Lord replied, my presence will go with you and I will give you rest. So I think this is God talking to the Israelites as they're kind of making their way through the desert. TX Adam VJim. VJim, bro. Welcome to the stream. I don't know exactly what the context of this verse is, but it is something we can find out with Enduring Word.
795 Juliet, to maintain across the gal to maintain 2,100.
Exodus chapter 33, verse 14. God answers Moses' prayer. So he said, my presence will go with you and I will give you rest. My presence will go with you. God seemed to answer Moses' prayer. So in this situation, he's answering Moses' prayer. Let's see, what was Moses' prayer? Moses' prayer was, see, you say to me, bring up this people, but you have not let me know whom you will send with me. You have said, I know you by name, and you have also found grace in my sight. Now therefore I pray, if I found grace in your sight, show me now your way, that I may know you, and that I may find grace in your sight, and consider that this nation is your people. Moses sounds like he's just kind of stressing out, because he's literally leading the Israelite people through the desert, so he's probably pretty stressed. He's got like millions of people under his care, and he's kind of freaking out. So Moses is freaking out. He prays this kind of stressful prayer to God. God's response is verse 14 here that we have our verse of the day today. My presence will go with you and I will give you rest. He's saying, relax, Moses, I got this. He's like, I picked you. He said, I picked you, I chose you, I'm leading you through the desert, your people. You're just kind of making the decisions that I want you to make. He's saying, relax, I got this. And this is definitely something that I feel like I can use in my life, and I feel like is applicable to all of us in our lives. Being able to just relax and know that God's presence, as long as, you know, we're saved, and as long as, you know, we've accepted Jesus into our lives, that God's presence is with us. His presence is going with us, and He's going to give us rest. So, if you're stressing about stuff today, you know, everybody's got something to stress about. Everybody's got something they're worried about. Whatever your thing is, just try to give it to God, and just know that He's just going to give you rest, and just, you know, you just got to keep working. My presence will go with you. God seemed to answer Moses' prayer, but Moses did not rest. He continued to press God for affirmation of the promise. My presence will go with you. Is literally my face will go with you. So that translation must mean my face will go with you. This helps understand what it means when Moses said God, or he met with God face to face. I will give you rest. The presence of God means rest and peace in life is an important and necessary gift from God in Moses. Sounds good, Dan. Grease it in there, Dan. Are you on VATSIM with everybody else going in there? So the rest he's talking about here isn't necessarily like sleep and physical rest. It can be if that's, you know, what you need provision for in your life. But the rest he's talking about is just that emotional rest. You know, there's a lot of anxiety and this and that and the other thing in, you know, in the world today. And honestly, I really think the cure to a lot of that is just knowing that God, knowing that the higher power, knowing that, you know, He loves you so much and He cares for you so much that you just don't have anything to worry about.
Landing hold short, runway
you don't have anything to worry about.
Land runway 9, hold short, runway 12, United 2219.
So He will give you rest. He cares for you.
Runway 9, clear to land.
And that's pretty much it. So just know that, take heart in that today, guys.
708, runway 12.
Alright, let's see. Dang, 41,000 feet. Air Transat's over there. Hopefully JFK stays online for us. A tower and approach already got off, so never mind. And it looks pretty freaking busy over there. Dude, we need a good 340. That's what we need. Hey, thank you, Steven. Appreciate the subscription. If you guys are new around here, feel free to like and subscribe because we're pushing for 1,000, guys. We're pushing for 1,000, so we'd love to appreciate all you guys. TX Adam, what kind of gift would you like? Hey, there's the notification, Steven. Shout out, Steven. Appreciate you subscribing, man. Can you give me a gift? What kind of gift do you want? Probably not, by the way, TX Adam, is the answer to your question. Your gift to me is your presence here, so thanks for that. Alright, let's see. Skystream said I'm on a 5-mile final. Spot me, Southwest 4765. Alright, let's see, in Midway. Dude, we gotta do another, 380 flight. I'm freaking... I wish I could tell what your landing rate was. Alright, I got you on the radar, Skystream. Do you like the 700 variant Skystream? I've been thinking about getting that for a minute, dude. But I already have the 800 in the max. It's kind of like, do I need a third 737 variant? Alright, once we watch you land, we're going to start going over the arrival into JFK. Yes, I recommend it. Alright.
Echo, just confirm you want me to stay like on the runway 12 and hold short up to runway 9.
Negative. You have the whole runway up to your discretion. The other traffic.
Alright, lock in. You're lucky I can't see your landing rate. I'd put you on full blast. Everyone sub to him and help him get to 1,000 subs. Steven, thank you. Your $5 is in the mail for saying that, man. No, obviously I'm kidding, but thank you. Appreciate it. You guys heard it from Steven. Like and subscribe. Dan said, thought it was top of descent, but it was only a step climb, bro. So that means you've got like an hour left, in other words. Dan, are you on VATSIM with this whole event going on here?
Tank up at 394, request the right Fundy.
Looks like our boy Skystream is landing on runway 31 center.
Direct Fundy, come to 394.
Richmond, Virginia to Midway. He's about to grease it. I've seen so many exec jets on here. Do we have a step? I don't think we have a step climb today. Limp was asking about a step climb yesterday. No step climbs today. Longer flight, we'd get a step climb. Probably that Alaska, or that, yeah, that Anchorage flight, we'd do it. Not just doing some pilot's life right now. Ooh, dude, okay, that's a good point. I need to apply to a new airline on a pilot's life. How do you like a pilot's life, Dan? I think it's a phenomenal add-on, dude.
Looks like the ILS 9er Connie 625 heavy.
Chicago to Cancun, nice. That's a fun one. It's a long one. I was talking with the guy I was flying with the other day, and I was just saying, like, those guys, like, those Alaska flights that are on the East Coast, like in Dulles and stuff like that, dude. Oh. Okay, never mind. I thought it was us. Contract terminated. Oh no, I got fired from Lufthansa. Alright, well, I need a new job anyways. Steven, not in person. I have not seen a 777-9. I've seen plenty of 380s, yeah. If you join the Discord, I posted a picture of a pretty sweet Ooh, American offered me. I posted a picture of a pretty sweet Emirates A380 in Dulles a couple days ago. Looks like Skystream is down in Midway. Let me look for... I don't know. Should we work at United or should we work at... I don't know. I applied at United American. Well, I applied at United Delta. We have a job offer from American. I could just take that. Here's what I'm looking at right now. I'll pull this up. So I just applied to United and Delta. We have an offer from American here. We already worked at American. I feel like we didn't really like... The thing with American is, like, obviously they have, like, Dallas-Fort Worth is a huge hub for them. And I just hate that airport in the sim. I could do more stuff out of Charlotte. I have Charlotte Payware. Honestly, Steven said I will join, but I don't know what it is. The Discord is just kind of where we can all like hang out and chat. We chat like throughout the week and stuff, Steven. It's like a big group chat. It's in the description if you do want to join it. Dan said American has a lot of fun types. They do. That's what I'm saying. What's the matter, Steven? I have already been in American. Cathay. Wait for Delta, Michael says. Michael just creeping into the chat. What's up, man? Veland says Cathay, dude. We're not doing Cathay. What the heck is that? What the heck was that? What was that? Steve's over there. Dang, look at that. They got a bunch of 321 Neos like right in a row. I left American for Delta. Join me, Michael says. Join the dark side. So what? We'd have the 339, which we don't. I have not flown the new version of the Headwind A330 Neo yet. We could fly the... We could fly the A350 with Delta. Couldn't do that with American. 737, 220 if it ever comes out, we could fly, but that's not there yet, so it doesn't count. No 787, no 777, Michael. What do you say about that? No 787, no 777. We could do some like OG Delta ops and run the 777. That could be cool. All the 320s we could fly. All the 737s except for the Max. No 737 Max either, Michael. Michael, what do you mean? I was trying to join, but it didn't let me in. Steven, I don't know. Maybe it's just a register. What did it say? Your Discord. What did it say that you had to do? Michael, no 737 Max at Delta, dude. Go to American for 777 and 787. Dude, you just said come to Delta. I also need to... I don't even know if I'd get accepted here at Delta. And Delta got a bunch of 321 Neos too. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, look at all those 321 Neos. Holy crap. Mike said I'm staying Delta. I'm thinking probably American. 767? Dude, if the 767 comes out, Delta United are the play for sure. I think it's going to be American here though. I think it's going to be American. Do I wait though? Do I let United and Delta kind of come back? Or, oh my gosh, days since last contracts are 45,000. That is not true. We are almost out of his airspace. Dan said actually just flew on one of Delta's new 321 Neos. It was a lovely flight. Ooh, I've never been on a 321 Neo. How was it? Is it as quiet as the Max? Those new Maxes are really quiet from inside, dude. It's pretty sweet. Anyways, you guys have seen this. You've seen enough. What do we think? I'm thinking American. I think we go back to American, dude.
Frequency 91, please start your discretion call for taxi, and you can expect either a right or niner.
Yeah, in real life, Dan. That's what I'm saying. Super quiet, the max was too. Nice.
1723, Miami Center, Roger, well.
I think we're gonna take American while we have it. All right, Michael says go to American. All right, we're gonna go to American. Let me here. I'll sign the contract with you guys. So you guys can all be my witness. Let's just worry free. I think this is new. America. Yeah. Pursue hours target. Wait, what is it? Oh, you do not have any target to meet you free to fly as much as you want. No completed flight in 3 months. Contract will be ended. No registered hours in 1 month. I feel like if we go American, though, we will be more inclined to fly because Lufthansa was fun, but we can always switch out next week. Fair enough. Yeah, I think we're going to go with America. I think we're going to do this one right here. That could have been us. I don't know. All right. We work at America now. Did you actually Skystream? No, you didn't. That's us. Over to the dark side. Thanks for ATC, Giant 301 Heavy. Alright. 122.8. We're now officially on the dark side. Let's see. What's our route gonna be here, guys? Schedule. Let's do 320 73. I say we start off with just the 320 and the 73 and just do some domestic stuff. Let's do short and medium haul from maybe Charlotte. Well, see, that's the thing, dude. It's gonna send me to freaking. Let me do random trips maybe and see what it does. See DFW, bro. Hate that airport. Those are all definitely longer flights. Let me go just short haul. Obviously, VATSIM is great, but it's nice having ATC and a co-pilot to run comms. That would be nice. Oh, here we go. We're definitely doing just short haul. So Charlotte to Tampa, DCA to Chicago, Miami to Orlando, Chicago to Raleigh, Durham, Charlotte to Orlando, DFW to Oklahoma. It's actually kind of a cool route. I would give it a shot. To Rochester, that's a cool route. Nashville to Charlotte. I actually really like this schedule. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Are you still on the 747? Yes, Steven. That has not changed. I think we're gonna take this schedule right here. It's pretty solid. And we'll get started on this schedule after we do the 747 stuff. So there you go. You guys are around to witness it. Thank you, Dan, for reminding me to do that. All right, let's talk about our arrival going into, I was going to say Chicago. We're going into New York, John F. Kennedy. Weather, ooh, IFR, nice. Real World ATIS says they're landing on 4 left, 4 right. Does our flight plan have us landing on 4 left, 4 right? Yes, it has landing on 4 right. Well, now that we have, let's see, are the auto brakes going to be glitched today or no? Nope, they're good to go. So we have auto brakes and thrust reversers today. So Michael said I'm trying the 737-900 with Delta. Michael, you have the 737-900? That's sick though, dude. I low-key want that one too. Like, I know I have 2 variants of the 737 already, but I want like all of them, dude. Next one, please, Darwin. What does that mean? I don't know what runway we should use, 4 left or 4 right. Probably 4... Where are we parking is the question too. United Cargo? Michael, did you just get it? Operates from Terminal 1. Where the frick is Terminal 1 at, dude? At John F. Kennedy Airport. Terminal 1. Now that's a passenger terminal though is the problem. Let's see, if we land on 4 left or 4 right, we can just roll it all the way down. Probably just use the FedEx gates. Which at that point, can we just land 1-3? Let me see, weather 09011. I mean, I would be down to land on runway 13, but there's probably gonna be a lot of traffic going to JFK. So, all right, landing 13 I think would be a bad idea. We'll take 4 left. Michael just got it. Nice, dude. Oh, you want me to go to Australia? Dang, dude. We've done some Australia stuff. Australia is a vibe for sure. Could potentially get into that. All right. Anyways, sorry, you guys have been looking at this long enough. Let's go back to the index arrival. ILS runway 4 left approach. ILS runway 4 left approach. Take it from Aroke. Never mind. The Carmen 4 arrival via nothing. Okay, cool, great. Let's see, how does this look then? Because this is weird. Top of descent before the CIL VOR, which would technically be expect radar vectors at final approach fix. Hogs at flight level 180. It's fine if we were lower than that, and then that'll connect kind of right in there, so that looks good. Dan says top of descent for real this time. All right, sounds good, Dan. Good luck. All right, no step altitude. JFK ETA at 2238. It is currently 2112, so not that long left. We've got a little over about an hour and a half left-ish, so it's about right, I guess. So top of descent should probably be somewhere in the realm of an hour away. So we're looking good, guys, and it's time for me to take my my restroom break. So I'll be right back. Darwin to Tokyo, says Steven. Oh my gosh, Steven. Steven, you never want me to get out of this chair. You'd have me stream forever. If you could. Nice, man. All right. Skip this song. No, you're good, Steven. I thought it was funny. Next. We've had good luck with ATC, so I would expect some to get on here towards the tail end of our flight. And if not towards the end, I might honestly just disconnect because dealing with JFK with no ATC is probably not worth it. You can get to 1,000 subs. Hopefully you get to 1,000 subs. I hope so too. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate that. Who's watching? Steven says. You, pretty much. That's it. Steven says I'm gonna have breakfast soon, but I'll still watch. Steven, where are you where are you watching from, Steven? Are you in Tokyo? Or Australia? But stop what? What am I doing? Oh, Nightbot. Belone! App now has worldwide viewers. You're trying to grab... Hey, stop that Nightbot. Help him out. You're trying to grab subs from this channel. No, bro. Nightbot is my bot. He's my robot. He's trying to help me. Steven. Steven's from Australia. You're the second person from Australia. Velon, we do have some worldwide viewers, bro. We got you guys from Belgium. We got people from all over. 3:30 till top of descent. That's at 22:12. That's going to be in about 40-ish minutes. So we're getting there. I'm excited for this descent, guys. I'm not going to lie, because we've got thrust reversers now. Auto brakes are going to be working, so this is going to be exciting, guys. This is going to be exciting. Give me a nice landing. Be careful what you say about Nightbot. He'll strike you down. I don't have any control over what he does. Okay. Land is coming, Steven says. Land is coming eventually. We are getting there. We're approaching Wilmington, North Carolina, I believe, or South Carolina. I always forget which. And then we'll pretty much just be hugging the coast all the way up. We'll pass Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, Norfolk, Virginia, Atlantic City, New Jersey, Philadelphia. It should fly right around the lovely New York City. Brennan, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How you doing, Brennan? Brennan said, how's the 747 flying? Might do a flight in it soon. Brennan, it's flying great. No issues really to complain about other than the landing. I did just get my thrust reversers and, well, my thrust reversers are working. My auto brake is now working. It seems to be consistently as well, so we should actually be able to stop in a reasonable distance. I'm not having a break, Steven. I'm here. But yeah, I mean, it's flying good. The autopilot's behaving itself. So what else can you ask for, dude? What else can you ask for? Brennan, I saw, like, for the first time today, I watched a Gulfstream taxi by. Might do Atlas or Cargo Lux. Ooh, Cargo Lux would be sick. I've got some Cathay ops planned for next week, so that'd be cool. I saw a Gulfstream taxi by. Those flaps that are on the Gulfstream in, what's it called? X-Plane 12 are actually pretty realistic. The Gulfstream flaps looked about right. Yeah, Cathay will be fun. Looking forward to doing some Cathay ops. I like that green livery they got. Velon said, alright, Captain, have a safe flight. Button this landing for me. Oh, man. Velon, don't put that pressure on me. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Sleep tight, brother. Sleep tight. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Next stream, can you do a Qantas freight? I mean, that's kind of exactly what we're doing right now. Actually, this is the Qantas livery, Qantas freight right here. So, well, how about this stream? Qantas freight. Yep, I'm still here, Stephen. Big old bank there. How's it going? What are we looking at here? +8? Or +01. Okay, I thought it said +8,000. I was like, oh my gosh. It's Southwest, is that what that is? Or 39,000? Yeah, it's probably them. Aviator Driver, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, if no ATC gets on, we are probably going to hop off. Because like I said, I do not want to have to compete with 8,000 people going into JFK right now. Well, there's really not that much stuff going on in JFK, I guess. I could probably do it, but... Let's see, should we go flaps 30? What's the weather doing in JFK now? Weather in JFK, IFR still 060 at 11 mile and a half. Oh yeah, ILS baby. Navrad 110.9044 final approach course. And 231 on the mins. We'll brief everything here in a little bit, but for right now, this should be good. Okay. Is it 231? 231 on the mins. Bottom altitude on the SID is 11,000 feet. So let's go ahead and set that. We'll set auto brakes to. We'll set auto brakes too. Honestly, we don't have like anything to really like stop for. We don't really have anything to stop for because we're probably going to roll all the way down. We can roll down as far as we want to. So honestly, auto brake 1 will probably work fine. Maybe even no auto brakes, I'm not going to lie. Probably do auto brake 1. Can you fly to Turkey? We've actually done a flight to Istanbul before, and in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I don't know if you know this, but the runway is basically just like dirt in Turkey, I think, or it's like there's trees like really close, I forget, but they're pretty bad. But doing Turkish hops would be fun though, 787 or 350, something like that. That would be cool going into Istanbul. That would be pretty cool. So I'll definitely keep that in mind, Aviation Driver. Thank you for the suggestion. That's a good one. Steven, maybe. Australia to Tokyo could be cool. I don't know if it's... yeah, I don't know. I like flying in Australia, so we'll see. That's definitely on there too. That is also a good suggestion. Aviation said you should not forget that you should make sure that you do not get lost in Istanbul. Alright, I will try not to get lost in Istanbul. Alright guys, I'm gonna go down and grab some water and I'll be right back. And like I said, we're almost there for our top of the sun. All right. Definitely got some build-ups out there. If you don't butter the bread Skystream, dude. I don't know, man. Do a 737 flight today? Probably not today. Whenever I get back next week, probably we'll do some. Even well said, man. We are almost there. Let's see, how far are we out from our top of descent? Top of descent is coming up here in just a little bit. 52 miles to go here, guys. So we can go over the approach real quick. The arrival is going to be the arrival, nothing crazy. The approach, we are going to need the approach. Weather in JFK currently right now, 1.5 miles of visibility and overcast at 800 feet. So luckily, the minimums go down to 4,000 RVR or 3/4 of a mile, and we can go down to 231 feet. So JFK field elevation is pretty much 0, so you're looking at the ceiling is pretty much going to be right at 800 feet. So we should break out about 600 feet above minimum, so nothing crazy. And yeah, about 1.5 miles of visibility. So it's going to get pretty spicy down going into JFK. Get ready to kiss these beautiful blue sky views goodbye. Divert back to Miami. No. welcome everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Really appreciate all you guys. We're just about to hit our top of descent and going down into JFK. No ATC online. I'll let it go till I get to like approach time. If there's nobody on by the time I'm like, I guess honestly, basically what I'll do is I'll let it go till there's like a conflict. FMC message, it probably wants drag. Are you controlling it? The airplane? In a way. The autopilot is doing the action per se right now, but how do I assign reverse thrust? Skystream says. Skystream, I'll pause it and show it to you real quick. That's just the easiest way to do it. So what I did is I go to here, I go to reverse thrust, and I just have a detent for it. So like I bring my throttles all the way back and it's a button click, and so it's that. And then I also do decrease throttle as well. I do the same detent. They're the same buttons, decrease throttle and toggle reverse thrust or hold reverse thrust or something like that. I do too, Skystream. I only have 2 throttles. I just have throttles 1 and 2 assigned to my hardware 1, and I have throttles 3 and 4 assigned to throttle 2. Lemon Straws, what's up, man? Welcome back. What is going on, dude? Okay, altimeter is, let's see, 3010. It's weird to have such high pressure on these altimeter settings in such bad weather, but it's pretty cool. Full ATC into Lauderdale out of Houston. Nice, dude. Well, be careful. It might not last long, dude. You got to get going if you're going to get over there. Oh, all on your side, too. That's sick. How long have they been on? No, they've only been on for 45 minutes. So you'll be good with Houston, but those Florida controllers have been on for a long time. Miami Center's been on... Oh, he's only... Maybe they switched because it said like 3 hours whenever we left Miami. So maybe you'll be alright, man. Maybe you'll be alright. Dang, that is a lot of airplanes doing that Swiss event, dude. That's crazy. That Zurich event. Going down into the soup, boys. We're gonna earn our money's worth today. Yeah, Brennan, that's crazy, dude. They are freaking slammed. That's such a long. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a long haul, but it's a long freaking route, dude. Like. Oh, we're through 18,000. Go to our local altimeter setting of 3010. I don't know. It doesn't look like we have too much There's a Delta in front of us right now. Other than that, oh, that's sick, dude. Delta 757 from Nuke to freaking there. That's crazy. Don't remember you have to do a buttery landing. Is that reverse psychology? I appreciate that. All right, coming to 10,000. We're gonna get full speed brake out because I think we need it. Why is it? It's going so fast, dude. What are we doing here? We have 40 miles to go. Why are we going down at 6,000 feet a minute? 297 on the indicated speed. What are we doing? 250 coming through 10, lights coming on. I'm probably gonna, we're going to do a couple things here. We're gonna start the recording for the replay. We are gonna get a replay of this, and then I am going to get off of VATSIM. It's just, I don't want to have to deal with everybody in JFK. There's no reason for that. Alright, well, if we're gonna be there so soon, let's stop at like 5,000 or something like that. So we are direct to Aroke right now at 2,000, and that is the initial, it's the intermediate fix, and then there really isn't an initial approach fix. So still got a couple minutes to go. Actually, I'm gonna stop recording this actually because we've got like 45 miles to go till Aroke, so that's kind of crazy. You know, let's actually stop this at 6,000. We're actually like, we're pretty far away to be at 5,000 feet, and that'll probably 6,000 will probably put us like right at the tops of these clouds. It looks like. So let's do that. All right, so we're here at 6,000. We're gonna step it down to 2,000 here in a couple of minutes. Would you say that you will do another flight this stream? No, I will not say that. There is no other flight. This is it. This is gonna be the last flight of the night and of the week. So we gotta make this a good, buttery, smooth landing. Oh my gosh, Skystream actually did -154. Skystream, if you're still here, that's crazy. I'm just looking at that screenshot now. I guessed it. Alright, about 10 miles out, let's start our descent down. Let's start at 1,000 feet a minute. Let's see, we gotta lose 3,000 feet. I'm sorry, 4,000 feet. We're gonna need a little more than that. We're gonna kill the music here for the approach. We're off VATSIM, we can get rid of that. And here we go, guys. Like I said, last stream of the week. Let's slow this thing down a little bit here as well. Let's get some speed brake out, slow it down to 220 knots so we can start getting some flaps out. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate all of you guys that are here. Hope you guys are enjoying so far. You're going to enjoy this even more after we absolutely grease this. I'm going to turn some lights on in preparation for how dark it's about to get in here. I think once we get below these clouds, it's going to get pretty freaking dark, so... I feel like I should maybe get a JFK scenery too one of these days. I think that'd be cool. Alright, let's go flaps 1. We should probably even go... Alright, fine. Let's do a checklist, I guess. Altimeters are set 3010. Flaps, brother. Descent checklist, recall, auto brake set. All that good stuff is ready to rock and roll. Altimeters are set. And then the landing checklist is the next thing here. Like I said, recall, that's fine. We're going to go down to 180 knots now. 180 knots. Let's go flaps 5. Let's bug the flaps 5 speed, actually, if we're going to do that. What's the temp outside right now? Plus 19, so no reason to do any anti-ice, and it's also all on auto, so it would do what it needs to do. Alright, let's start recording this now that we're a little bit closer. Coming up on 2,000 feet.
2,500.
And... let's see, can arm approach yet? Alright, look at that. We got localizer glide slope armed. Cleared for the ILS runway 4 left approach. Giant 301 heavy. Speed brakes can come back up here. Like I said, we're leveling off here at 2,000 feet for this approach. cloud surfing right here. Get that butter, Brennan says. Let's get some landing rates in the chat, boys. What are we thinking? Localizer is capturing. It's aggressively adjusting to the left to capture it for some reason. The thing is, too, though, is like autopilots are like this in real life. Now, obviously, I can't speak to like a 747, but like sometimes, like there's planes you run into that you're just like, dude, okay, I'm just gonna like control wheel steering it or like hand fly it in on the ILS because like the autopilot is so bad. So, you know, I remember always thinking like, oh, whenever I get to the real flying, like I'll have autopilot, it'll always be great. Some autopilots, like even if they do work and are good, they do weird things like that, like aggressively grab the localizer and stuff. So, and I've got buddies that fly some jets and say the same things. Like some, you know, they're like, oh yeah, this plane I was flying today, like just snatches the localizer, like it'll turn you so sharp. So they do weird things. Let's go flaps 10. And we can pretty much just bug up our rest speed of 166 today. Is that right? No, it's 147. Why is it? Oh my gosh, dude. We're flaps 10. Once we get to be a dot above, I'll throw the gear down. Should break out right around 800 feet. Dot above, gear down, flaps 15. Oh, that is the wrong thing. Alright, I wanted to bug this down to be that 146 that we're looking for. Is it 147? It is 147. Let's go ahead and bug that. Flaps 30. Going all the way with it. Missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. We've got our glide slope captured, so we can go ahead and set that now. Alright. Let's get some landing rates in the chat. What do we think, boys? Here we go. Let's get a freaking greaser for once. I'm going to start this flare nice and high. I'm going to go idle at like 50 feet and start the flare at the same time. I'm going to flare pretty good, and we're going to see what happens here. Atlanta, what's up? Welcome to the stream. We've got landing replay going, so we are going to go back and watch that. We're off of VATSIM. It's going to be a little bit of a taxi, to be honest with you, too, so that kind of sucks. Getting some ground contact here. As soon as we get runway in sight, we'll click the autopilot off. For auto brakes 1, we do have thrust reversers today, so all is well here in the 747. Remember to flare. You're hilarious, Brennan. 178, he says. All right. I can get on board with that.
1,000.
1,000 and we're stable. We should break out in about 100 more feet. Probably speed brake. Yeah. There we go. Landing checklist is complete. Speed brake is not extended. You lie. No, it just wants it. There we go. I think that's good. Oh my. About 300 to minimums here.
500.
About 200 minimums. Runway in sight. Oh my.
300.
Take the throttles as well.
$200. Minimum. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Negative 364 still. Alright, whatever. No screams at least. We'll take it. We'll take it. Pretty much down to mins on that approach. Reversers are out. Speed brakes are up. We'll get the reversers away and just let it roll. Unfortunately, that's the best we've done in a long time. I know exactly what happened here too. Like I started that flare so high that we lost all the energy and just kind of dropped out of the sky. So I mean, like I said, no screams, we'll take it. Get the auto brakes off as well. So like I said, that's exactly what happened. We just lost so much energy that we just kind of dropped out of the sky, but it's also like, it said I was at like 50. I don't know, man. I think the radio altimeter is a little off too. Super good landing. I wouldn't say that, Steven, but thank you. And we're vacating here on Foxtrot. We're going to have to go right on Echo. We're just going to stay on this taxiway right here. I'm going to get the APU on. We're going to get the landing lights and stuff off, but we're going to need to put them pretty much right back on. So we're going to have to cross this runway right here. Let's get the flaps up. Speed brake still up or no? I think they come back down with the reversers going away. I don't know. I feel like the radio altimeter might be a little bit off too. Because, I mean, like I said, it called like 50. We floated forever. I don't know. Maybe I just flared that much. We'll see. We're going to go back and take a look at it. All right, Brendan. Sounds good, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. I think we need to go to the right, but it's too late. This way works too. The wipers on the ground. Oh my. Get some turn radius here. Alright, lights come back on. I think those are the strobes. Yeah, they were. This thing's great though. I love the sounds. That approach was really nice, breaking out nice and low like that. Pretty cool. Good stuff from the 7.4. User error. It's all user error. That was a money turn. Let's see if I can park in this area. I will. Get my strobes and landing lights off. I mean, who's gonna stop me? The queen of the freaking skies here. All right, we can do whatever we want. Definitely a little tight for a 7.4. Oh baby, is that wing gonna hit? Ooh. Oh, I should have let that go a little bit more. Oh no. Alright, now we need like a 90-degree turn here. All the lights off. Oh boys, that's how it's done right there. I don't know. That looks pretty good to me. That's how you whip around a 747 right there. Alright, we'll stop it right here. We're not going to set the parking brake or turn off the engines or anything like that. We're just going to stop recording, and we're going to go right back into replay mode.
Airport data at this position. Services are not available.
Alright guys, let's check this out and see what occurred on this landing. What went so wrong that we put it down at negative 300 some feet per minute, and it was actually our best landing so far in this thing. What happened here? Oh geez, is it about to crash on me? Or we may never see it. Oh, we're back. There we go. Resume. Whoa. Back it up. See, approach was good up to this point, certainly. Coming in, we were high for sure. Started to kind of round it out. Going to idle at 50 and flaring. And I just flared so much. I just held it off so high. And we just dropped from like 40 feet. So the flare was... I needed to flare. I mean, it was better than it's been for sure. But just flared too high. Maybe just a little less aggressive. Like this is like, whoop, whoop. Like that was just too much right there. But too much and dropping it out of the sky at negative 300 feet a minute is a lot better than not enough and driving it into the ground at negative 600 feet a minute, so I'll take it. Like I said, unfortunately, guys, that is our best effort landing the 747 in the simulator, so we are going to get her shut down here. We'll get the wipers off. Let's get the parking brake set. It is. I believe we do have the APU on. APU gens are available. Let's turn those on. Let's get all the taxi lights are off and everything. That all looks good. Let's kill the engines. Whoa. Into a rainy JFK, and that is pretty much gonna do it here, guys. What the heck? Alright, so it's not gonna give us any help there. We'll get the beacon light off. The APU is running. We can get our hydraulics off. Our fuel pumps can stay on. Our engine bleeds can come off. And that is pretty much gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching episode 3. This has been a fun little series here, so we're enjoying this. Looking forward to next time. Like I said, guys, this is going to be the last stream of the week. I'll be back in next week with more of this. Probably going to be going to Chicago next, I think. JFK to Chicago, probably with Cathay. Will I do a shout out? Sure, man. Why not? Shout out Steven. Thank you guys so much for being here, though. Really appreciate all you guys. And thank you to all the new subscribers. Like I said, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Pushing 1,000 subs, so let's keep it going. Like I said, love, appreciate all you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.